here. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. So I've pushed the show back like a half hour or so because I was trying to do my makeup. I was trying to let the dogs out. I was trying to do all this stuff before the show and it just was not working out. So it's pushed back. Today, I'm supposed to be a scarecrow. I decided every Friday for October I was going to do a different costume, outfit, something like that. So today I'm a scarecrow. Everything in the store is preloaded. I should probably put that out there. Let's see here. I have around 170 items today I have to get through. I'm hoping I can get through it before my lunchtime, but let me just insert some givvies here because I know I'm just gonna do givvy and a sticker. If I get any raids. Shipping. Okay. I'm going to share this to my person that sometimes he hops in to do modding and sometimes he doesn't, and sometimes that's fine. I gotta get this camera right. There we go. Okay. So welcome in. So welcome in. My name is Ashley. I have shelves full of so many different things. If you'd like to check out my store, my theme is Scarecrow, like I said. But yeah, if you have requests, let me know. Whatever. I'll look at those later. Okay, let's go. I gotta get out this, get this started. I was hoping my mod would happen. Why is it saying tomorrow? Today's Friday. Today's my show. So I don't know why it's saying tomorrow. We're just gonna start it. Welcome in. Everything in the store is preloaded. So if you have any requests, please let me know. We're just kind of going to go from the start. I did add a couple new things. I'm trying to add some of my crafty stuff. If you guys have been to my crafting shows, I added some of that into here. Also in the bin, there's a few of the crafting stuff in there. But I'm just going to start out going down the list. Yes, some of these are older items. I need to clear my shelves before I bring out my Christmas stuff. So I'm trying to get rid of old stock. If you guys have requests, anything like that, please let me know. And I'm supposed to be a scarecrow. I don't know if that comes across, but I'm trying to do themes for every Friday in October. But we're going to start this. It's a little rusty pumpkin. It's a tea light holder. It has this here. Even I'm wondering if you could hang this up like a lantern or something. And I would see this with like fall leaves around it. I just think that would be super cute. We're going to bring this down because I got to get through a bunch of stuff. So I'm running now. It's just a little rusty pumpkin. Thank you for looking at that one. I'm gonna grab these. Okay. Look at these guys. They're so cute. They have the straw hair. This one has the acorn necklace and it looks like a little bag with the hat. She's got a whole outfit going on. She doesn't have anything on her, but her friend does say made in China, and they look like they're the same thing. So I'm going to run her. Oop. Running now. I just think she's adorable. Thank you for looking at her. And then we have the matching one. Look at these guys. I want to know what squash this is because I really want to put this in my garden next year. I have zucchini and stuff, but I don't have any fun squash coming up. He is made in China. We're going to run him. Oop. Running now. Hopefully you all are having a good morning. It's starting to cool down here in Wisconsin, and I'm actually enjoying it for once. Because my back room here acts like a greenhouse, and it gets super hot. So I'm hoping it won't do that today. Look at this little girl. Welcome in. So this one is a little figurine. She's pretty good size though. She's about 5.5, almost 6 inches. But look at her just hugging. This is my favorite time of year, if you can't tell. But she's hugging her little pumpkin there. She almost has like a blue jean kind of like outfit on her. I don't know. I love it. And her little hair handkerchief thing. But I'm going to run. Running now, $5. And like I said, if you guys have requests, please let me know. I'm just kind of going down the list. But if you have requests or pre-bids, you got to let me know because it's kind of hard to see on the phone. And I will pull those forward. If you want to look at anything, if you have questions, anything like that. Okay, for my mini show, I stacked things weird, so I gotta move some stuff. Okay, for this one, it's a two-sided. I gotta kind of sit back. It has Happy Halloween on the front, and it has this cute little gnome. It is 17.5 inches across, and then on the back, say you're a little bit spookier, so you have a little different mood that day, it says Trick or Treat with Boo. It does have a zipper. The zipper comes in about 2 inches, and it does work. But we're going to run it. Running now. Welcome in. Running this a little pillow, well, I shouldn't say little, but it's a pillowcase. Two-sided. Thank you for looking at that one. Okay. This one has a couple bells on it. Welcome in, Diana. If you see anything in the store, if you have any questions or requests, please let me know. This is made in Taiwan. It says ROC, so Republic of China. It's about, I think it was 3 inches tall. Yeah, it's about 3 inches tall, and the longest part of this opening is about 2.5. So we're gonna run that. Running now. Just a cute little skull, has his little gold tooth. Thank you for looking at that. If I'm going too fast, I have it at 10 seconds, but I have 170 items to get through. If I'm going, just let me know if you want something reran. Like I said. Sometimes people tell me I talk too fast, and I try not to. I feel like growing up in New York, we kind of had to talk fast because that's just how everyone talks. But now I'm in Wisconsin, and it's like I'm always told you gotta slow down. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I love this one. So, like I said, if I talk too fast, if I go too fast, I have it at 10 seconds. Just let me know. Look at this little guy. So you have all these different characters. This is almost like a clown witch. There's a zombie. This almost looks like a scarecrow kind of zombie thing. You have the little pumpkin dude. It has all the goodies like the cat, the black cat. You got a ghost. You have a witch on this side. And it says on the box, poly resin Halloween swing set. And look at this print on this box. Like, this is definitely vintage. Has that vintage print to it. But we're going to run. And when I looked this up, it said Lamax, but I'm not seeing anything on the box to confirm completely. So that's why there's that question mark. Thank you for looking at that one. Let me just put that away. I should have checked my messages and stuff before I got on here, but I didn't. Okay. I spaced these guys out. Here's one where I put the sisters. Here's a couple other ones. Okay. I had a miniature show and I moved everything around. But we are, there's some bells on these ones, so I'm going to show them all. Even though I have a couple that are, they're 8 inches long, made out of wood. This one has like that drama mask, has green hair. I love how they have even like one little tiny tooth in there. It is made out of wood. It looks like there was some buffing or something like that. I don't know if that's for detail or what, but we're going to run. Running now. Thank you for looking at that. And then we have 2 of the same ones, so I just got to make sure. I think it's this one where the eyes are spaced out just a little bit. With that same little tooth. This one's holding a pumpkin, has brown hair. Running now. Thank you for looking at that one. And then we do have that other one. I'm just going to run it because who knows. The face is just slightly different. Eyes are a little bit closer together. Has that pumpkin face. We're going to run. I just love that they have those like one little tooth. Thank you for looking at that one. Just going to put them back here. Where did I put it? It's over here. Okay. So this is that little, I said a trinket dish, but it could be a wall hanging. It definitely has that lip on the back there that you could hang it up on your like little plate wall. It does have a little not crack, but it has a little chip right here. Welcome in. But that's where it like got thinner on the rim. It does not crack or anything, and it does not affect it. But like I said, this is either a trinket dish or it's something you can hang up on the wall. Has that lip on the back there. We're gonna run. Welcome in. Running now. Thank you for looking at that one. My power is low. Hold on. We're just going to switch chargers. There it goes. I gotta bring this up so it doesn't like pull the camera down. Okay. So this one is a vintage. It has that silver overlay. It says it's Silver City, Flanders. Has the poppy design. There is some aging to the silver. There's a little bit of dark spots on it. There is some darkening here, like with the patina. But we're gonna run. Running now. Anyone likes silver overlay? I just think it's so pretty. I love when they do like metallic, sparkly accents to things. Welcome in. Okay. As always, I have a whole store full, auction full. It's 170 items I'm trying to get through today. If you have any requests, questions, anything like that, please let me know. I can definitely do requests and pre-bids and stuff like that first. But this is a natural birch basket. It has the white birch here. There's willow around here. I believe it's about 11 inches tall. Great for like harvesting or even like a cute little decoration. We're gonna run. Running now. White birch with willow. Someone handmade this. Such good condition. And then we have this. This is a Jester doll. It is porcelain. It has porcelain feet, hands, and face. The rest of it is a wire. You can have him sit. You can move his arms. We're going to run him. Oh, he does have a call out. There's a little bit of, which side? Yeah, the seam's coming apart just a little bit here. Thank you for looking at that. Let me grab this. So this is a coloring activity book, but it is from 1983, the art is. And then it says that the inside is from 1985. Now there is yellowing from age. It's all clean, no colored pages. The only call out I would have is that it has this little rip right here by the UPC. But we're gonna run. Running now. Thank you for looking at that one. Let me just grab this next. Okay. I love this texture on this. This is a Jeanette. It is a giant bowl. It is 7.5 inches wide. It does have some flea bites around the edge. There's little tiny chips and stuff around the edge. There are a couple small scratches on the inside here. They're not really that deep, so it doesn't really affect the carnival. The only part that looks a little wonky is, I can't even see it unless I get it in the right light. It looks like they got water droplets or something on it right in here. And it's not even going to show up on camera. But we're going to run. Running now. Thank you for looking at that one. Okay. Sorry, my list. Welcome in, Bailey. How are you doing today? Let me just put this back. Okay, so these ones are, these are obviously bigger than normal. Welcome in, Autism Mama. These are 5 inches tall. And they have the periwinkle blue with the floral design on the top. Like I said, they're 5 inches tall. They're huge. These things compared to like your face, they do not have their corks. But I'm gonna run them. Running now. I believe corks are easy to find on like Amazon. Or they could just be decorations. I have over 170 items in my store, so if you want to take a look, if you have any requests or questions or anything like that, please let me know. I'm just trying to clear my shelves. Because I feel like I've gotten way too many things now. I am sourcing faster than I'm selling. Because I love sourcing. Welcome in. Cozy on Camano. I hope I said that right. These are the Mikasa straw flowers. They will say Mikasa on them. Country Charm straw flowers from Japan. And I love how they have that like imprinted design on it. I do have 2 of them. You get both of them for this price. They are 8 inches across. We're gonna start. And then I gotta grab it. There we go. Running now. These would be cute on like a hutch or even on like somebody's wall. They have that country charm to them. Thank you for looking at those. So this is a vintage, it's plastic. I have been asked if it was wood before. This is plastic. It's got that fake wood paneling kind of look to it. This is even plastic. But these are hand painted on here, almost like a Shasta daisy. They're huge daisies with a bamboo fence there. It is a rice bowl, but you can definitely use this for like trinkets. Put this near your door for keys. No markings on the back. And this thing is huge. Let me just get you a quick measurement. It's about 9 inches across. I'm gonna run that one. I personally love retro. I love this almost like 70s look to it. It reminds me a lot of my childhood because my grandparents especially had the wood paneling on their house. Everywhere, except for the kitchen. The kitchen was like this floral, bright, but still had like that retro coloration to it. I feel like that, like when I'm sourcing, that's what I go for, is stuff that like brings me memories for some reason. Or things that I just think are pretty. Look at that filigree design. My dog's inside. That's the neighbor dog. Okay. You get 2 of them. They're different sizes. This one's about 3 inches. I believe this was 1.75. They are made for tea lights. No chips or anything on these. These are in like perfect condition. They're Lennox. Those would be so pretty with like a tea light in them. Just casting that beautiful design on like a wall. We're gonna running now. And for some reason I have 2 sets of these. So, and for some reason I put them separately instead of under one. And both of them have bells, so I'm going to have to run both. Because maybe the other person is going to hop in. But, like I said, they have that filigree design on that like ivory color with the gold tone. They do have their markings of Lennox. They hold tea lights. I'm going to run. This is set number 2. Probably shouldn't do that. Thank you for looking at that one. Let me just put these away. If anyone collects bells, welcome in. These are cat bells. These are from 1982. 1982 Taiwan. Spencer Gifts Inc. it says on the sticker. I don't think it's the same Spencers we have now. They have little gold strings holding the clappers in on the inside. They both have them. They have that beautiful like ring to them. But they have blue eyes. One is holding yarn, one is holding his paw up. Let me just start that. Running now. Just gotta make sure the dog's not in my yard because it literally sounds like it's right outside my window. It's my neighbor's dog. They're just super loud. Welcome in, Nomeo Gary. I think I've seen that movie, Nomeo and Juliet, once. My kid loves it though. This is a clown. I don't know if anyone collects clowns, but this is my last cookie art I have left. It's 1985 brown bag cookie art. Has that cute little bow, so this could even just be a decoration, but if you wanted to, I would definitely take that off. And it does tell you on there, if you look up brown bag cookie art, they have a website. They're not making these anymore, but they do tell you how to use them still. So if you want to use them for that, if you bake, running now. Or else this would just be cute on like some little hutch in the kitchen. I know clowns are like love-hate. People love them, people hate them. Okay. Okay, I just want to, I have it upside down because it looks like a thimble. It's a thimble planter, but I could see this in someone's craft room for like your scissors, your needles, or not, well, not little needles, but like your crochet needles or anything like that. Has that floral design. It doesn't look like it's really been used. It has a little dust in there, but THT03 on the bottom. Gonna run. And this thing is, I know I didn't measure, I'm sorry. About 5.5 inch tall and about 3.5 inches wide. Thank you for the share. And thank you. I am trying to do an outfit for every Friday in October. I love Halloween. Today I am a scarecrow. And thank you for the share, like I said. Oh, you shared too. Okay. What did I do with it? It's clear glass, so it always fits in. Look at this cute little thing. I don't know if anyone loves cats. Sometimes I get cat lovers in here. This is an Avon. Might be upside down. So it's Avon here. Solid glass. It has a tint of yellow to it. That's what I'm trying to show. It's not clear. It has a tint of yellow. It holds a tea light. It's got some weight to it. It's about 4.5 inches long. We're gonna run this one. Whew. There's no airflow in here. I need air. I'm gonna have to turn this fan on here in a second. Thank you for looking at that one. What's next? The other day I had somebody say they like irises, and I believe this is a Japanese iris. I was also saying orchids, so if anyone really knows Japanese art, look at this thing. I don't know if this used to be a powder dish or what, but look at that. It's hand painted, I believe. And then when you take the lid off, I'm going to do this. It has that cute little bud in the inside. It does say made in Japan on the back. But this is adorable. I love it. It's about, I believe, 6 inches. Yeah, it's about 6 inches across. And it stands, I think, about 2. Maybe a little bit more with that dome lid. But look at it. I just love that artwork on it. I'm going to run. Running now. I just think it's so pretty. Thank you for looking at that. Okay. This one is a Hobstar glass dish. Has a Hobstar design. I don't believe there's any other markings on this. So I'm not sure who made this originally. It has that ripple top to it. There is one ripple that was chipped off. That's the call out. It does have a little bit of its gold accent still left on the rim. I just think this would be pretty with like a candle on it, or you could put like a flower frog with flowers coming out. Running now. Just a cute little dish. Thank you for looking at that. And just put my announcement out. Everything is loaded just because. Okay. Oh, okay. So I did add some of my crafty stuff in here. So I don't know if I want to do any more crafting shows individually. I put a lot of the crafting stuff. Welcome in, Tam Tams. I put a lot of the crafting stuff in this show today. I also have some of it in the Buy It Now. I feel like I'm going to slowly kind of just incorporate it into this big show. But if you have requests, just let me know. This is not the right one. This one. Forgot which one I pinned. So this is Our World. 85 best gold-eyed needles for every purpose. It says made in Japan. Copyright is 1952. Pioneer MDSE Co. New York, New York. It does have, I gotta be very careful. It has some needles still in there. One of them just came out. But it does still have some of the needles in there. It has the foils. I personally just think this is a really cool piece for just the art. I'm trying to get the needle off my iPad without ruining my iPad. It's gonna sit there for a second so I can just run this. But I'm gonna run this. Even if you just take this and put it in like a little frame or something, I just think this is a cool piece. Or if you need needles, these all have golden edges to them. Thank you for your bid. And I did get that needle off. Congratulations, Tam Tams. Thank you for that. Let me just put this other needle back in so we don't lose it. And I do have, now that I messed up my whole screen, we have this one as well. This one, when I looked it up, it doesn't say on here. Oh, it does say it right there. It says made in Germany. I was gonna say, before when I was looking, I couldn't find it, but I just found it after the 100th time looking at these things. It is the Lifetime Piccadilly product imported needle case. And this one is a little bit on the inside. You obviously can tell it's been used a little bit more. There are some needles still left in this, but this is just a cool piece for that artwork. I'm gonna run this one. This one is really cool. It says made in Germany. Has those gold eye needles. Thank you for your bid on that one. And I don't know if you're going to use the needles, but just using the case as like putting it in a frame or something, that would just be really cool. Thank you. Congratulations. And I don't know how much other stuff. I think I put like the crochet needles in here, but I'm trying to move a little bit more of that crafting stuff in here. I know I have a lot of the fabric. You love the art on them. Me too. I'm glad somebody enjoys them. Just put them in like a little frame or something. Put them on the wall. But like I said, I am trying to move some of the crafting stuff from my crafting shows into this show because I just have too much stuff in my house. It's kind of hard to go back and forth. I'm just trying to clear out. Because I'm probably going to have to take a break in December when I have the baby. So it would just be nice to clear out some stuff before then. But this one is a handmade pottery bowl. Blue and green. It has that glaze on the inside. It has the speckled. It is 8 inches across and about 3 inches tall. I do want to point out there is a little bit of dryness. Like it looked like it dried before they put it in the kiln. Around there. And look at that speckle. I'm gonna run this. Running now. Try not to itch my makeup. Thank you for looking at that one. Okay. So this one is a wooden black hand carved elephant. Has the tea light. I think this is plastic. It has little things to keep your furniture from getting roughed up. Gonna run it. Has trunk up for good luck. There are no, they didn't give him tusks though. But I just love him. He's kind of a moody little piece. Thank you for looking at that. Should probably check this first. There we go. Way up there. Okay, I don't remember where I put this. Okay, so this one is a Quran. Handmade Hungarian pottery. Hand painted, I should say, too. I love how, I don't know if it's like the glaze that they put over the hand painting. It just kind of made this like water color effect. It is red, like a terracotta in there. We're gonna run. And I gotta turn this on. Welcome in. Running this Hungarian pottery right now. Everything in the store is preloaded. So if you're just joining, it's hot in here. Sorry, I needed. Yes, I'm trying to do the theme. It's supposed to be a scarecrow. Yeah, I didn't know what else to do this week. I was just like something easy. It took forever though. I was a little late today. But what I was saying was like everything is in the store. It's preloaded. So if you have requests, let me know. I try. I am not that good. Like it's smudged a little bit more than I wanted it to, like the black lines. But I was like, whatever. It's just a look. I'll probably wash it off right after this, anyways. A lot of my looks, I just look on Pinterest and I try to copy. I don't come up with I mean, sometimes I do, but most of the time it's, I look at Pinterest, I find people and I copy. Thanks. I don't know what I just did there. I like hiccuped or something in the middle of that. This is red pottery. I know. Words are hard. I believe it's a shepherd with 2 sheep. I don't know. Look at those tails all the way up their back, so I just think that's funny. I'm gonna run this. It does hold a tea light. I feel like especially on here, I talk too fast and my mouth goes faster than my brain sometimes. And my tongue just can't catch up. I do have two of these. These are floral geometric. Okay. That's okay. I do the same thing. I just bounce. Jump, jump, jump. But this is geometric. Has that floral. Kind of has a 70s vibe. It is wow. It's a relish dish. It's made out of glass. There's a little bit of dust on it. I will wipe this down before I send it. I'm not seeing really anything. There might be a little tiny scratch, but it's not deep. Right over here. I'm going to run this one. Running now. Is that a bunny? Yeah, exactly. I have ADD on this site and I just bounce from person to person too. So okay, let me just double check this one. I don't think. I think with the 365 it would glow, but with the 395 it doesn't. But look at this style of glass. Rocking horse. Candle holder. Does not have any markings on it that I can see. It does look like it has a little bit of smokiness into the bottom of the glass here, but it only goes up to like right in here. I don't know if you can see that. However they produced it, made it. This is just a cute little candle holder running now. Thank you for looking at that. This is that spice jar, and I love this spice jar. If I had the room, I probably would have kept it. It is old. It has some warping. There's bubbles. There's scratches. Look at this cork. I don't know why. That just gives it more character. I love it. There's some bubbles. It is about 5 inches tall. And the cork does work. So you could use this as apothecary. You could use this, put your little trinkets in. It's almost Halloween. Put like some random, like fake bones or something in here. You can make so much with it. It doesn't glow with the 395, but I know with the 365 it glows just a little bit. So that means it's like before the war or something, somebody told me. But we're gonna run. Running now. Anyone needs a cool little spice jar. I have friends that get these old jars and they'll like fill them with random things and put them on their windowsill and they like line their windowsill. I don't feel like putting it all the way up there, so I'm just gonna put it here for now. This is a boot planter. It's colonial. I would say it has a colonial look to it. Just a little one. He's about 4 inches tall. Paint this like a pirate boot. I want to see somebody do that. But I'm gonna run it. Or don't. You don't have to. If you just like that blue and white with it has a little bit of tan. Thank you for looking at that. I should get more things and do just a blue and white show because I feel like I have enough, but not maybe for a whole show. Speaking of, look at this thing. I love this. I personally love cameos. This is one of my favorite things. If I had that kind of design in my decor. I probably would. But it is a little heart-shaped cameo vase. And it's about 4, maybe a 4 and a sliver. The opening is about almost 2 inches wide. 2 by like 1, I believe. There is a little bit of, it looks like at the bottom there is some water staining. Like they have used this as a base. But I just think she's gorgeous. Look at the florals. Let's run her. I love her so much. I'm hoping somebody else will too. Thank you for looking at her. Okay, so I gotta grab a couple of these things off of up there. Okay, I have a few of these, but I'm running them individually, so they are those sorbet dishes. They have a little bit of wear to them. This one even has like a little bit of, not crazy. There are a little bit of scratches from use around the edge. No markings on these ones. I gotta double check because there's been times where I've looked at something 100 times and all of a sudden it's like right there. It does have a slight glow. So that means it's cadmium. But I'm gonna run. Thank you for looking at that. And then I also have the Fenton, which might have a little, but I know with the 365 it definitely does. Welcome in, James. Does not have its sticker anymore. It does have some creases from when it was being pressed. Has that thicker glass. Kind of has like a frosted look to it, but it's those lilies and their lily pads. We're gonna run. This would be so pretty with like a little tea light in it. Oh, thank you for your bid. But I just think this piece is gorgeous. Congratulations, James. And that is your first purchase. If you guys want to put whatever emoji in there, I don't have one picked out for my shows. But congratulations on your first purchase. I do want to point out I have over 107, well, I have 169 items now. If you guys want to check out the store, if you have any requests, I can totally pull those forward. If you have any pre-bids, let me know because it's hard to check on the phone. Let me just double check. Yeah, it's like a whole process. But if you have any requests, if you want me to pull those forward first, let me know. Otherwise, I kind of just go through the list. These ones are false grass. These ones are from the United States, USA. They are, I don't remember how much they fill. I want to say it's 8 ounces because they look like a normal, but they all have this design on them. I only have 3 of these, but I'm going to run them. I'm going to bring them down because I thought I brought this price down a couple dollars before. But we're going to run them at 8. Anyone needs some coffee cups or even planters? I've seen people drill holes and turn them into planters. Thank you for looking at that one. And let me put these away. And then this one is my take off it so I don't drop it. This one's false graph, but look at it has Thailand. And it's not pressed in like the USA one. It is a sugar bowl. There is a little bit of like dust on it. Dust is free. But other than that, it's pretty clean. There's no chips or anything like that. I just love this green little lid on it. Almost reminds me of an olive. I'm gonna run. And this one is at a slant. The sugar bowl is at a slant. Anyone needs a little green sugar bowl. Or you can put trinkets in it. Thank you for looking at that one. So I know this can go for a lot more. It's a My Fairy Fee collection. It does have a call out though. It has this little, it's missing something back here. I'm guessing wings, but I just think she's cute on her own. If you wanted to put clay in here, make your own wings. This is Nanny and Peaches from 1995. Linda Hefner. But we're gonna run. It's almost like a paperweight. It's got kind of that weight to it, but this would be cute out in front of like a fairy house or something like that. 161? Yep, I can totally do that. 161. Oh, yes. I love her. She's one of my newer girls. Back here. I do want to point out she does have a little bit of paint missing, but she is old. And here on this. She is marked Japan, 1950s. She's a little zebra pixie. I'm gonna run her. And she's about 3 inches long. Thank you for your bid. I love her. She's so cute and she has like this attitude to her. Congratulations, that's your first purchase. If you want to put in emojis, you can. I don't have one set up for my show, but whatever you want to put in. Congratulations on your first purchase. And yeah, if you have any more requests, just let me know. If you see me trying to breathe, I'm literally almost 31 weeks pregnant, and it's hard. It's not that I'm stressed or anything, it's just sometimes she gets up in my diaphragm and I can't breathe. Where did I put this other one? Right here. Okay. We have some angels going on here. This one is painted. It is like that glitter sparkly paint. Holding a baby. There's no markings on this one, so I'm not sure what it's made out of or anything like that. About 4 inches tall. We're gonna run that one. Anyone collect some little angels? And then we do have this one. This one has an elf with it though. This one kind of confuses me because it looks like spring. Maybe she's putting the elf away for spring or something, or she's bringing him out. You have the tulips. You have the little elf guy. She has glitter on her wings as well, front and back. No markings on her as well, so I'm not sure what she's made out of. But we're gonna run. Anyone's interested in her? Thank you for looking at that one. So this one is as is because it does have a call out as well. This one has a crack from when it was fired. It cracked in the kiln, but it doesn't affect it. It's still sturdy. There are those little things on the bottom here. These would be easy to take off if you want to replace them. I kind of think they look weird. But this is an ashtray. You'd put your ashes in the back here, the smoke would come up here. It doesn't look like it's really been used. It's a little dusty from age, I'm guessing, but I just think this would even be cool as like a Christmas ornament, or not ornament, but just decoration with like some greenery or something around it. Running now. Thank you for looking at that one. Okay. So this is some Amish art. This one does not have marking on it. Hand carved and painted. Hangs on your wall and it would swing. But I'm gonna run this one. I just like the little blue on him. The blue coloration. Thank you for looking at that one. And then we do have this other one. This one does have a marking on it. And it also hangs on your wall, but I just had it sitting on my shelf too, so. I love the little cat under here waiting for crumbs. There's some cheese and bread. Has a little tablecloth on it. It does have what I've seen. I don't know if this is a repair, if this is how it was made. There's a line of glue here, so I'm guessing it was repaired at some point. But I just think this is adorable. I'm gonna run it. And this one is about 7.5 inches long. Thank you for looking at those. Okay. So this one is cast iron. It is magnetic. I've tested it. But it's like a little napkin holder or letter holder. I've actually had some of my older books or coloring pages or whatever in this before to like display them. Has a little hammer design to it. There is a little nick here in the enamel. I do want to point that out. There is some patina change towards the bottom here. But I'm going to run. Whoa. Let's go there. Running now. Cast iron, napkin holder, or a letter holder. You can even put some art in here and just display it that way. Okay, so this one has some bell on it. Has the signature at the bottom. This is supposed to be a wine cooler, and from what someone else said is you possibly put this in your fridge, let it cool down, and then you can bring it out and it'll keep it cool. It does have some markings and dust on it. Has that cool design. I can just picture this with like those long, feathery, well, even like the feathers or like some of that wheat kind of stuff or fake flowers. It is big enough. It's 9.5 inches tall. I'm gonna run. And it is some type of pottery. I don't know what type, but that's what it sounds like. Some people are really good with pottery and they're like, oh yeah, the sound, it's that. I'm like, I have no idea. You could tell me it was one thing and I'd just believe you. Okay. Let's see here. Somebody bought these and then canceled, so these are back on the shelf, sadly. These are Holiday Designs USA. They are from the 1970s. Look at that glaze. That definitely screams retro. Salt and pepper shaker. It looks like maybe a little bit of salt here. There are a couple small chips in the glaze on one of them. Like the glaze is missing. Okay, I saw it and now I don't. I believe like right here. It's on the back. I'm gonna run these. You get salt and pepper. They do have their corks. And they're almost 5 inches tall. They're pretty big. Does anyone like blue and white? I got some blue and white. This is a Blue Dresden 1957 Sphinx Import Co. Inc. Little bowl. Very clean. I don't think there's any chips or anything like that on it. It's about 4.5 inches across. We're gonna run. This would be cute with like some doilies or something hanging out of it, like maybe some greenery. Thank you for looking at that. No glow. It just glows purple. But this is a glass flower frog. It has the 3 feet on the bottom. There are 11 holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It does have some little creases and stuff from being pressed in the mold on the sides. But it's just a little glass flower frog. Running now, it is 3 inches across. Anyone wants a flower frog? I need to get some marbles. Because I've seen them displayed with marbles and they look so cool that way. And thank you guys for hanging out with me. I do have shows every Wednesday and Friday if you want to bookmark them. I know I only have maybe next week's set up, but I'm going to put in more. December, I probably will be taking a break because I'm having a baby. But after that, I plan on getting really into it. I plan on bringing out my Christmas after Halloween. Halloween's my favorite time of year, so I'm trying to hold off on Christmas as long as I can. But make sure you start bookmark, follow, so you can see when I come. I'm on live, I should say. When I come on here live. That sounds so weird, but sorry, words are hard. I'm gonna run this. This is a floral boot. Has those 3D flowers. I didn't even measure it for you guys, and I apologize. That was 5 inches tall. If you guys want to see that ran again, let me know. Okay, let's see what else. My list just glitched. I have 169 items in the store. So if you guys have anything that you want me to pull forward, have your questions on, requests, anything like that, let me know. Okay, we're right there. Or no, we're here. Yeah, there we go. This is a German tin. I know it is older, but I don't know how old. It's in pretty good condition. It's clean. It's a Nuremberg Schmidt coffee tin. Or biscuit tin. Has all that art on the sides there. Super clean on the inside. This is a bigger tin. It does have its crest on the front. There's a guy holding a book and like a wand. And then on this side, there is a lady and some antlers. There's a crown. Bunch of different things going on with this tin. And this one is about 9.5 inches long by 4.5 inches wide. And then with that little arch on it, it's about 4.5 inches tall too. If you collect tins, like I said, it has the address on the back here. It says from Nuremberg. We're gonna run that one. Running now. Thank you for looking at that. I look every time. There are no markings on this, so I don't know what metal this is. I don't believe it's magnetic. No markings, but this is a metal candlestick. It's about 4 inches tall. It holds a 2-inch candle, but it also holds like the baby candles. I just love that like antique silver kind of look to it. Running now. Welcome in. Thank you for looking at that one. And then I have this here. This is a vintage canning jar lifter. You would use this to put your canning jars in the water, and then when you're done, you pull it right out. Somebody used this in a crafting room. It looks like there's paint on it, but I've seen this being used for like planters, candles, anything like that as well. Make a little vignette in it. I'm gonna run. Running now. There's so many different crafting things you could do with it. Thank you for looking at those. Which one? That one back there. And then this one. Okay, so this is a silver plated flower vase. Comes in its own box. I don't see a year. It does say made in Hong Kong under this sticker. So at one point it was in Hong Kong. It does have a little bit of a nick or something right in the front here. Where'd it go? It's hard to see. It's so shiny. And then there's one back here by the handle as well. But I'm wondering if like you put a polish over it. I'm gonna run this. It's 7 inches tall, comes in its own box, has a little thing to keep your furniture safe. Anyone wants a little cute vase? Thank you for looking at that. And then we have this metal leaf serving tray. It's not magnetic, so I don't think it is cast iron because most cast iron is magnetic. But it does say it's made in India. And it's just these big leaves. Has the handle in the middle. This would be cute with like a pumpkin candle or something on it, or an apple candle. And then like some leaves or something. Cute little centerpiece. I'm gonna run. Running now. Welcome in. Thank you for looking at that one. What's next, Ethan? Okay. Welcome in. So with this one, you get it's a set. You get the trivet. It does have, where'd it go? It has a little chip right here. Sorry, talking too fast, and my throat's drying out. And there is a little thing right here. Thank you for your follows. And then you get the napkin holder. And it might need a little wipe down. It's been sitting in, before I got it, it was sitting in someone's garage. But it says Sue. I'm gonna run them together. You get the set, the trivet with the little napkin holder. Thank you for looking at that one. Trying to cover up my cat's masterpiece because he, as a kitten, was a pain in the butt. What's next? That thing. What did I do with it? Let's go to the next thing until I can find that. I moved it down. I know I did. I'm just not. Oh, I put it here. We can go back to it. Ooh. Let's go back to it. I found it. I forget, like, I rearrange my shelves once in a while. So this one is a historical flask. Let me just tag it really quick. It was back when they were putting in the railroads. It says success to the railroad, and it has a carriage with a horse in it. It was a flask. When they cracked it open, there's a little bit of a cracking or cutting here. I don't know if those are cracks or just cuts from them trying to open it. It does have a glow, like an amberina kind of effect to it. And this is about 7 inches tall. I brought it down in price to what I can take for it. I did put money into this. I know I had it at a higher price, but I brought it down to what I can take for it. So if you're interested, like I said, it has that amberine effect to it. It's historical. It's old. It's from when they were putting in the railroads. Thank you for looking at that one. And then we have the ballerina shoe. Now there is crazing on this. There's a bunch of crazing on this, and I don't know if it's going to pick up on my phone. On top of one of the crazings, the glaze came off. Just on this little section here. It's a Burton and Burton. Originally was $17.99. I'm just gonna run it. It's 8 inches tall. It's a beautiful little vase for flowers, especially if you know somebody that's into ballet. Thank you for looking at that one. Let me put these back. This is a, I'm gonna pin it first. It's a tray. the blue and the pink lilies. There is a little wear on the lily, like in the creases, and also a little tiny spot right here. Welcome in. I love that it has the cutouts. It has the little gold accents to it. We're gonna just run it. It does say made in China on the back here. It's a little tray. Put your little trinkets or something in it. Thank you for looking at that one. Okay, I did sell a couple of these. So I only have 2 of these left. These are Italian hand-painted egg cups. They are 3.5 inches tall, but they're about 2.5 on the opening here. These have Italy and green. You get that beautiful hand-painted floral in the front, and then there's a cute little design in the back here, a leaf. Has that maroonish kind of design around the edge. We're gonna run this one. Running now. Anyone needs a little teacup or egg cup? You could drink out of it possibly. Put a little plant in it. Thank you for looking at that. Okay, and the next one is huge. Let me just get that. So this guy is huge. Like I said, he is almost 13 inches across by 12, maybe a sliver bigger. Look at him. This guy is huge, and he is handmade or made in Italy. Made in Italy, and you have to hand wash recommended. Welcome in, Vintage Witch. But this thing is huge. Like I said, it's 13 inches across, 12 inches this way. It's a crab plate made in Italy. Running now. This would be fun on someone's plate wall. It's huge. Thank you guys for looking at that one. I'm going to pin something really quick, and I have to take a little bathroom break, and then I'll be right back. Buy now. What do we want to pin for buy now? Let's do nope. Let's do this one. And I'll just leave an announcement. I have to go use the restroom really quick. But if you want to look through the store, if you have any requests, I will be right back. And I pinned a casserole that I do have up here on the shelf. It is for sale. Okay, I am back. Welcome in. If you guys are just joining, everything in the store is preloaded off my shelf. So if you have any requests, please let me know. I am dressed as a scarecrow this week for my theme. Right now I have that apple-shaped casserole that's pinned. It is sitting right up there in the top shelf. Anyone's interested. But I'm going to try to get back to where I was on my list. But if you guys have any requests, I can do those first. Let me just make sure that no one... Thank you, Sunflower, for those. I didn't even see that. Why didn't it pop up? Someone purchased stickers from the bin. I do have stickers, jewelry, crystals, a bunch of different things in the bin. If you guys want to check that out. I'm just trying to find where it was on the list. Okay, so I show that. We're right here. Squirrel. Squirrel. This is a trivet. It is a hot plate trivet. It has the little squishies so it doesn't ruin your furniture, or else you can just hang it up on your wall. It's got that little squirrel. I'm not sure what type of metal this is. It is not magnetic. But we're gonna run. Run now. I just thought he was so cute. Thank you for looking at that. Look at this beauty. This thing is huge. This is, I want to say 10 from wood to wood. The loop itself is 10 inches. 10-inch loop. But it's like a cross-stitch embroiderer design. There is a little miscoloration right here in this lace. I don't know if that would be easily colored or cleaned, or if you'd want to just replace it. It looks like it would be easy enough to do so. Has a little bow down here. I was going to say, where's the other tie? There it is. We're going to run. Running now. Like I said, it's on a 10-inch loop. It is quilted. Thank you for looking at that. Look at the art on this. It does have a call out. There's a chip on it. That's why I brought it down to $3. But I think this would be perfect for somebody's plate wall. Look at the retro coloration. This is from Japan. Harvest Collection, hand-painted stoneware. So, like I said, it does have that chip. But this would be perfect for like a plate wall. There's 10.5 inches across. We're going to run it. It's only $3. Thank you for looking at that one. Okay, so this guy is made out of resin, from what I've read up on. No markings, though. Little owl statue. He does have, like, little chips and stuff in his wings and in his feathers, but that's purposely done. And then they put this, like, antiquing over it. I just think he is gorgeous. 5.5 inches tall. Running now. Welcome in. You want a little owl? Ooh. I have this brass and silver toned floral vase. But it does have some markings on it. I'm guessing it's going to need some polishing. No markings. Has a little bit of water staining, I guess you call it. But we're going to run. I don't know if that tells you what type of metal this is. But thank you for looking at those. This one is a planter. This one's made in Taiwan, ROC. But look at that. It's a little horse. It's supposed to be like a merry-go-round horse. And somebody filled it with all these fake flowers that kind of match it. It has the blue and the pink. That's easily taken out. But we're going to run. Welcome in. If you guys are just joining, everything in the store is preloaded. So if you want to check that store out, I have 166 items at the moment that I'm trying to get through. It says I also have a full loaded store as well. There's stickers, crystals, jewelry. Some are starting at like $1 in there, and then they go up from there. But if you want to check that out, there's hundreds of items in there as well. I'm kind of just going down my list, but like I said, I take requests, questions, pre-bids. Just, you gotta let me know because sometimes I miss them on the phone. And thank you for the hearts. Look at this guy. I don't think this one glows. This is a button and daisy. It is a pedestal dish square. It's like an amber, but I would say this is almost like oranger than an amber. 3.5 inches tall. And it might need a little wipe down. I wouldn't say there's any chips or anything on it that I've noticed. No markings either that I can see. We're gonna run. Running now. Anyone wants a little button and daisy pedestal dish? Thank you for looking at that one. I'm gonna put you back here for a second. And later when I look at my shelves and I'm like, why is this so? Would I bundle? It depends on what it is. What are you thinking? Because some of these items I am reasonable with, and then others I've put money into, so it all depends. But yeah, if you let me know, the 2 boot planners and the 3 mice. Let me see. Okay, so I have 5 on that. And then the mice. Mouse. Would you want all? You mean the ones that have like, there's the one with the apples, the ones with the potatoes, the one with the log, and the like the little ones? Or do you want the planter? Scarecrows are great bundlers. 3, 6, 9, 12. And then I have 10. I could do. Sorry, I was asking if it was like the little Nesco ones, the Nesco mice. Is that what you were talking about? Let me grab them all. Okay. So it would be 3, 6, 9, 10, 12. So it originally would come to 22. I could do 15 on them if you want, because I would do like, I think it's like 2 for these. You get 4 of these, and then you get the, okay, let me just, I'm going to pull up one of the mice. Or let's do this. Just going to name it. What's your name? Tearwit. Tearwit bundle. And I've 15. I'm just going to say for shipping, it's like 8 to 11. Because I know with packing, it's going to be up there. Excuse me. My throat's drying out. Okay. And then for a picture, I'm just going to do that. Publish. I have to have a picture. Okay. Well, we can do that. Let's just put them all here. You're just going to get a picture of my desk, my table. Okay. Add photo. Publish. Pin. So you're getting the four mice and the 2 boots. And I just want to make sure I got the right boot. It's this one and this one. Okay. And I'm just going to start it. And it's kind of hard for me to hold that all up, but there's your bundle. This is for Tearwit. 4 mice and the 2 boots. And congratulations, that's your first purchase. If you guys want to put like whatever emoji you have, I don't have a set emoji. And now let me just delete these so I don't remove, and then boot. Remove. Okay. Thank you for that. I try to bundle when I can. It all depends on the items though, like I said, because I have put money into some things. I probably should drink water before I just keep drying my throat out. Okay, so I made your little pile there. You're totally welcome. I'm just glad because I'm clearing my shelves. I need to clear my shelves. I've been trying for a while now. I feel like I source faster than I can clear it off. But thank you. I really do appreciate. I love when people love what I love. And those mice were adorable. Okay. And yeah, if you guys have any more requests or anything like that, just let me know. If you have pre-bids, anything like that. Because I can't see that stuff. Yes, we need to go source this weekend. You sort better than you get rid of. Yeah. Those mice were actually in my collection of mice. But they're not the type of mice I collect. I just picked them up. I love the ones that have abnormally big ears compared to the face. And I was like, I know somebody else will love those though. So I'm just going to put them on my shelf. Because I have these ones over here. I'll have to show you really quick. This is kind of what started it. I found Junking Junkers. They work out of their thing. But they have huge ears. And I found a lamp that kind of looks like this from Junkin' Junkers. And they like have huge ears compared to their face. And I have to, yeah, this is part of my collection. He's not going on the shelves, but I had a lamp that kind of looked like him, and now I collect him. And then like anytime I find the abnormally big ears on these mice, I have to get them. And my husband and my daughter don't understand it. They're like, "Why?" And I'm like, "It's just so cute. They're cute with the big ears, because it kind of looks like almost, oh, what's his name, Dumbo, the elephant, but they're mice. It's adorable. But those ones don't. Their ears are normally sized, I would say. So I was like, I can give those ones up if it means I can get more of the other ones. I don't have a shelf for them yet. So I'm just clearing up space at this point. I get the same thing with my shoe collection. Yeah, the husband doesn't understand. This one's Napco Wear. Napco Wear Japan. It's a planter. Oh, yeah. Just let me collect what I collect, is what I say. Just let me do it. I'll get a shelf eventually. For right now, it's sitting over there on a shelf. It's just not the one that I want to display it on. But I'm going to run this one really quick. I don't know. I've never really collected anything. And he's my husband. He knows. But I've never really collected anything besides like Halloween stuff. But when I saw that mouse, I don't know, something just clicked. And I was like, I need to have more of that in my life. See, if it was up to me, Gev, I would have all those haunted dolls. Because that's my vibe too, is haunted dolls. But he hates dolls. So I have one doll from my grandpa when I was little, but none of them are haunted. But look at this planter. Has a little dust. I did bring the price down. There are a couple chips. But they could possibly be painted over with black. Got that one there. Got this one here. It is SMH. So it's a hobbyist piece. We're going to run. And this thing is, I want to say 9 inches tall. I'm getting better at looking and seeing how big things are. Thank you for looking at that one. I have to take this floral metal frame. If you put a bell on it, sadly that thing broke. So I have to get rid of that one. Okay. I think it was pewter or something like that. It was like one of those really thin metals. And it broke. I barely touched it, and one of the flowers just snapped right out of it. So I threw it. Sadly. Does anyone want cows? I had a cow collection and I've sold out most of them, but this guy. This is Otagiri. Has its sticker still, too. Handcrafted Otagiri, Japan. It's a pen and notepad holder, but I could totally see this with like a spray of flowers or something on it. Running now. Thank you for looking at that one. Okay, so Looney Farm Lady, I'm so sorry. I just noticed you made a pre-bid. We're going to do your Wades. Wade. Okay. I try to check as often as I can. If I don't catch it, please let me know. I'm just going to grab all of them. I know you didn't pre-bid on all of them. Okay, so the first one is the Rhino Wade. I love him. He is Wade England on the back there. He is more of like that tannish brown kind of glaze on him. We're going to run him. Running now. And thank you for your pre-bid. I love him. Congratulations. That's your first purchase. If you want to put an emoji, whatever emoji you think. See, I was thinking pickles for my emoji because I like pickles, but they don't have really an emoji for that. Okay, which other ones? This one. This one's such a good one. I love this one. This one says Wade in the front, England in the back. You're welcome. We're going to run this one. I want to go to Australia someday and actually hold one of these in real life. Geese. That's a good one. Oh, I see. You have geese, chicken, and a peacock. Do you actually have them? Like, do you have a farm with them on them? That is so cool. And then I have one of these. You have lots. I'm jealous. I want to farm someday. Peacocks especially. I'm going to run this one. It said Wade Inga on the back. I forgot to say that. We used to have, back in New York, there was a cemetery that the people that would take care of it, they had a little farm next door, and they would let you come see. You held a sloth in Panama and they stink horribly. Oh, no. But they would let you come see the peacocks at this cemetery, and I know they like clover. You can feed them clover. But a sloth stink, man, because that was like one of mine too. Hold on. Did you put more than one pre-bid on these guys? Because I have 3 of them. The monkey one. The monkey one. This one? This one's at, it's not a monkey, it's a, okay, yeah. So I don't know how well you can see. There's a little crumbling in the face there. So I did bring it down to 2. It's a panther, I guess. And it says White England in the back. We have wild peacock here. There is one that lives with the turkeys. It must have identity issues. It does. It looks like a monkey. I don't know. When I looked it up, it said Florida panther. So I was just going by what everybody else was saying on Google. It could be maybe a monkey. Since I have this pinned, I'm just gonna run the next one if you've already bid on it. It didn't come up with the pre-bid though, so I don't know. It said you had another pre-bid on this, but who knows? Okay, I'm just gonna leave those off to the side for a second. And then this one was the trunk up. Okay, I'll rerun it after. This is the one that you have a pre-bid on too. This one's the one with the trunk up for good luck. It says Wade Ing on the back. Congratulations on that one. Okay. So this was the other elephant. This is the same one as that one you bid on before. I have 3 of them. But here's this one. It says Wade Ing on the back. Welcome in. He's just a cute little elephant. Congratulations on that one. And then this is that last one. This one almost looks, is he lighter in color? Maybe not. He looked a little lighter to me, but he says Wade Ing on the back too. And you unlocked your bronze if you want to use your coupons. Look into that. And I'm going to run the next one on this one. This one's running as well. Thank you for your bid on that. I love my Wades. These are one of my favorite things to collect. My grandma used to have tons of these. Thank you for that. And then I am just going to run this one because he's my last one. Wade England, like I said, he does have that crumbly face on the bottom here before they glazed him. He says Wade Ing on the back. According to online, he is a Florida Panther, but he can be whatever you want him to be. I'm going to run him. And I do have him down to 2 just for that. If anyone's interested in him. Thank you for looking at that one. And then I know there were other ones. Let me just look. Pre-bids. Okay, the shoe. I love that shoe. Where did I put it in? Here. Okay. So this is that Victorian shoe. Okay, so this thing is a mini. Just letting you know. It's about maybe 2.25 inches wide and almost 2 inches tall. All of the little flowers are in perfect condition. And I love this little thing back here. I don't know what this is for. I said pill box, trinket box. But I just love that it has that little hidey hole. But we're going to run now. There we go. Thank you for your bid on that one too. I love this thing. Oh, we got Tara Witt in it. For 6. Tara Witt's on it for 8. It's got that cute little, I love this thing. I've never seen something like this before. Tara Witt, congratulations. I know you said you like shoes. I'll put that in your little pile. I don't know if I have any other shoes in my show. I'm trying to think. That was a good grab. Congratulations. If you guys have any others, just let me know. I think I got all your pre-bids. Yep. Okay. Let me see, where were we? What did I last show? I don't even remember. I'll just pick something. Okay. Oh, we're right here with the depression glass. And welcome in, Sarah. Now, these are going to show up a little bit orange on my screen because of my background and everything like that. If you look at the picture, that kind of shows more of like how the pink is. I believe this is the princess design. But it's a bidding site. I mean, it's kind of what it's for, but it was a good grab. There's no markings on these. She did, like right before you came in or started doing your pre-biz, she was like, I love shoes. She said she had a shoe collection. So I was not surprised to see her bid on that. But these are those, you collect shoes too. I don't know if I have any other shoes. I know I have, I don't think I have them in the show. I have them on a different site now because I moved them off here. I had them for like almost 5 months on here. But these are the pink depression glass. I believe they're the princess design. I don't believe there's any chips or cracks or anything like that on it that I can, hold on, what is that? There's a little roughness right here, like they have an edge that comes out. So maybe there's a little thing here. But I'm gonna run. I still want the boot planters, also the mouse planter. Okay. And thank you, Looney. Okay, so I can bring up the mouse planter. He's one of my favorites too, because he's a mouse. He does have some crazing on him. He is older. He's made in Japan. And yes, let me see what I can do with that. So you want the... So you got the boot planters. You have those already. The mouse planter and small crock with bird on it. So that one was 6. And this. What is this? Crock. So that'd be 10. Can you do 8 on those two? Yes. Okay. So let me just do this again. Great quality listing. Vintage decor. Wit. Bundle. Number 2. What did I say? 8. And then I'm going to just say 4 to 7. And it's going to make me take a picture. 1 second. Take photo. So this is the bird crock, right, that you wanted. And then I just want to make sure before I take the picture. And then the mouse for 8. So I'm going to take that picture. And you're going to get all my cords in the background there. Add photos. Okay, so this is for Terwit. And it said termite. It's not termite. Why are you changing things on me? There. Publish. Pin. Okay, we're going to start that one. Yeah. It has a bird painted on it, but they have this somebody made, so it covers it up. And then we have the mouse. And this one is for Terwit and her numbers. We're going to run it. Congratulations on that one. Thank you, thank you. Clearing my shelves, yes. My husband's gonna love going sourcing this weekend. Let me just double check this while we're at it. Okay. So I'm all caught up. If you guys have any other requests, please let me know. We're still kind of going through the whole, I have a lot to go through. But like if you have any requests, if you have pre-bids, if you have questions, anything like that, please let me know. Oh, we're on the plates. Okay. I have 2 plates. My 3rd birthday present. She'll be tickled. I'm glad somebody else likes mice like me. I don't know why mice are so cute. Okay. So this is the Viceroy. Yeah. Viceroy China one. Has this little handle kind of thing here. Viceroy China. And this one is about 7 inches, maybe a sliver longer across. We're gonna run I'm glad I put those in then and cleared some space because I was really hoping somebody would like mice like I do. Sometimes I question my choices because I put things that I love on my shelves and then some people are like, what is that? But like I have a bunch of bears, so I need somebody that likes bears to come in now. If anyone likes bears, send them here because I got them covered. Schumann, Bavaria, Germany, US zone. So I don't know if that tells you like the age on that. And it's Chateau. But look at that cutout. Look at the design. Look at all that detail and even the gold accent with the flowers. I love this. Running now. And I gotta remove. Okay. I'm just gonna remove a couple of things really quick. Mouse and the crock. There we go. Okay. Let me put these back. Okay, so I think I got all of the bundle stuff removed, so I'm good to go there. Where am I on this list? Right here. Okay. This is a floral runner. And if you've been here before, where did I put it? It is a big floral runner. How is it hiding? So this thing is 46 inches long. It's super long. It folds out and folds out and folds out, and it's not even going to fit on the screen. This is just in half. It's super long. And it is, I believe, 7 inches across. 6.5 inches across. There are some call outs on here. Woo, woo, woo. There we go. Let me fold it back in half. So this was sitting in a tote. It does have a little tiny bit of dirt here. There's a spot right here. And also, I can usually see this better on screen. There's a little bit of fading right in this section. But like I said, this thing is 46 inches long. It has that blue with the pink. Might just need some cleaning to it. I'm gonna run it. Running now. And this was my grandma's, so this was probably back from like it could have been from the 40s to the 90s. Thank you for looking at those ones. And then we have these napkins. Now, I have 2 different designs put together. These would be great for like decorations if you have like a little pot or something and need something to hang it out of. They're pretty big. They're almost like restaurant style. I almost wonder if these are hanky. Like, they're thicker though. I don't know. But my grandma would cross stitch. So you get this one with the pink and the purple. I gotta grab water. My throat dries out so fast in this room. And then you get the yellow floral. So you get the 2. I'm gonna run. Welcome in. We're running these 2 napkins right now. These would be cute in something like a little crock, like a bigger crock or a bowl. Just for decoration, you get the 2. Thank you for looking at those. That one. Does anyone like pigs? So I don't know if this is like a transfer or if this was like hand painted on it. But it's a little pig eating a flower. This is cast iron, about 6 inches. This would hang up on your wall. I would not use this. This is just decoration. We're gonna run. Anyone needs a little piggy? Thank you for looking at that one. Dutch. So someone asked for Dutch or Delft. I know Delft is Dutch, but these are not. These are from Japan, but they're like Dutch children. So they're not Delft, but they're, yeah. They do have some crazing on them. They're older. I don't even know if it's going to pick up on the camera. But they both have their little stoppers. They're marked Japan. One has 5, one has 3. We're going to run. Running now. Thank you for looking at those. Like I said, I brought some of my crafting stuff in here. If you guys have been in my crafting shows before, some of the fabric and felt and stuff like that are in my bin at the moment. I'm trying to just combine everything and clear out. This one is old. This is a circular knitting pin. There are actually 2 pairs in here. I don't know which one was the original, but you get both. One's a blue pair, one's a silver pair. One has like a plastic, the other one has like a metal coil kind of thing. It says 313.36 on the bottom here. I don't know if that sizes, years, whatever. This is older, but it's gonna run. Anyone's into knitting? I'm gonna run those. Thank you for looking at those. These are nesting ashtrays, and I've been asked for ashtrays in the past, so I was trying to keep my eye out for them. The smallest one has like 4 little spots. The middle one has 5. And then the big one has 6. Now the big one does have a little section right here where there's like little tiny chips or like flea bites. It's not over here. Where is it? It's right here and right here. And you can barely see them unless you feel them. But those are the only callouts I would have on that. When they're together, they kind of look like a little lotus or something. But I'm going to run these. They don't have any markings on them, but they're nesting ashtrays. Thank you for looking at that one. This thing. So this is Chinese jewelry. I know everyone's looking for I think it's a French version of this, but this is that enamel. There's the purple with the blue and the red flowers on it. There's little cutouts. It does say baby jewelry, but this is 2.5 inches across. Let me just double check. Yeah, 2.5. It does have the little spring loaded thing here with the magnet on the bottom. It says Wang Mao Jewelry, made in China. But it's just that beautiful enamel. I don't know what the metal is. We're going to run. Has the purple and blue and red design on it. Thank you for looking at that one. Here's some more cast iron. I kind of went on a cast iron kick there for a while. This one has the hummingbird. It does look like when you have it at a certain angle, like it's 2 different colors, but it's not. Holds a tea light in the back there. No markings on it though. Running now. Anyone's interested, it is 5 inches to the top here. Thank you for looking at that. I have 7 bells on this, so I'm hoping the people hop in. 7. Seven different people love these. Look at them. They are 5 by 5. These were hand crocheted. That one has a little thing loose, but I'm sure that's easy to tuck back in. But look at these. They have the hangers, so you can just hang them up. Welcome in. These were hand crocheted by my grandma, probably in the 70s. They have that texture to them. That's what the back looks like. They've never really been used. Welcome in. 5 by 5. You get the 2. We're going to run. Like I said, they've never been used. My grandma did have a bunch of these in her house. But I just love how they have that wavy 3D kind of thing to them. If anyone wants those revamped, please just let me know. There's 7 bells on those. So 7 people are interested. Gonna place them here. Okay. Now with this, I gotta find a white piece of paper. Let's see. Is this one good? I know my daughter likes to write on some of these. She kind of... This is a green glass, but look at how it picks up like the orange. If I do that, you can kind of see it better. green glass compote. The only call out I have on this one is there's like a scratch. I don't know if it's a crack because it doesn't go all the way through, but right there in the front at the top, do you see it? There's like a scratch right here. But I would say that's the only call out I have on this thing. Let me just double check. Sometimes I can feel better with my fingers than I can just looking at it. And it doesn't have any markings on it. It's a good size. It is about 4 inches across and about 4 inches tall. But I'm gonna run. Running now. Anyone's interested? Okay. Let me just put that back. You guys are just joining. I have over 160 items in, or no, I have 152 now. I sold a bunch. I have 150 in my store, so if you want to check that out, if you have any requests, questions, anything like that, please let me know. And then also the bin is completely full. There's stickers, there are crystals, jewelry, whole bunch of stuff in there. So check between the store and the bin. You might find something that you're interested in. And like I said, requests, pre-bids, things like that, I can definitely take first. We're doing green. Look at this guy. Green metal hot plate with tile. And I definitely have to keep up on pre-bids because I had some and then I was behind on them. Okay, I'm good. We're good. Look at this green thing. It is cast iron. It is magnetic. It says, come in, sit down, relax, converse. Our house doesn't always look like this. Sometimes it's even worse. And if you have pets or kids, this probably would be perfect for you. Has the green. I love this green accent instead of just the black. It is marked Japan on the back here. And also on here it says made in Japan. And I think it's cherry. It says CHERR and then it's kind of like faded, but I think it's a Y. But we're going to run the hot plate. Running now. There it goes. It kind of glitched out on me there, or lagged out. Like it got stuck on time. Okay. This one. This one's a little, I think it's plaster tile. But it's a little girl. She has her doll. She's sewing. It looks like it's been sealed. I believe it's plaster tile. That's what the back looks like. It has this little hanger. But it also comes with like this little frame. And that's how it came, so I'm just leaving it with it. But I think that is just so cute. I'm going to run. Running now. Little girl. That's definitely a vintage picture. Thank you for looking at that one. Okay, I have a few more planters. I personally am into gardening, so for some reason I grabbed the planters too. This one was hand painted. I think it's a hobbyist piece, but it says Ford. So it's supposed to be a Ford tractor. And I'm not going to lie, I've never seen a gray tractor. It has the plow on the back. No markings on it. This one is... This one's about 6. With the plow, it's like 6.5. The opening itself is about 2.5. But But we're gonna running now. Anyone likes tractors? I live in farm town. Literally, I'm surrounded by cornfields right now. So I seem to find a lot of like farm animals and stuff like that when I'm sourcing. Look at this guy. 1950s. Welcome in, Jen. If you guys want to check out the store, if you have any requests, just let me know. 1950s. This is a planter of a dog. It does have a little bit of marks on it. I don't know if that is from extra paint or what, but this is 1950s. I don't see really any crazing on this, which is crazy. But when I looked it up, if you guys want to take a screenshot and look it up, it's like a dog, has a little hat on it, got some flowers down here. This is from about 4.5 inches long, about 2.25 wide. Oh, the opening itself, it's kind of weird. It's about 1.5 from the back of the head out. But she's pretty. I'm gonna run her. Running now. Thank you for looking at that one. I don't even know if I want to put more flowers in it. I would definitely use fake ones. Okay. Where did I put these little things? They're right here. Now these are pressed glass. Why is my throat drying out so bad? I'm betting it's like allergies. But these are pressed glass. They have like that Hobstar kind of design in the bottom there. If I can get it. There is a crease on the bottom of each of these from when they were pressed. So I'm guessing they were from the same mold. You can kind of see it. They do have a little bit of flea bites around the edge. They were stackable, but I haven't been stacking them since I got them because I don't want it to get worse. They do not glow. They glow like a blue. Bluish purple. But you get 2 of them for this price. Running now. Like I said, they're pressed glass, salt cellars. Dude, I saw some show the other day. I need to find these. They're salt cellars, but they're swans, and they had metal wings over the back and to like hold the spoon and stuff. I was so jealous because I didn't want to spend money, but they were gorgeous. Somebody else had them in their show, and it was a good grab for that person. How many pieces do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I gotta find them all. Okay, I'm gonna go through some of the jewelry that I have in this show. So if you are interested in something else, just let me know. But I'm gonna go through these really quick. If my list does not glitch out. The first one's gonna be this floral brooch. Brooch. I say it weird. It's floral, it's gold tone. It does have a little dot on the pearl. I don't know if that will come off. Let me just pin it. It doesn't focus very well for some reason with the smaller stuff. It comes with this little box. There is a little bit of glue on the front. It's hard though. But That's how it came. But like I said, it does have no markings, hasn't been tested. It has that little like dot on the pearl. I don't know if that will come off or not if you try cleaning it, but I'm going to run this one. Little gold tone floral brooch with a pearl. I don't know if it's a real pearl or not. No markings on this. Thank you for looking at that one. And then we have, this is a Christmas rose. There are a couple call outs on this one too, because I don't know if this has ever been worn, but there is like a little bit of line of green on the gold. And also, I don't know why this is not focusing, but there's like tiny dots where like the red is missing off the rose. Just pointing that out. This is a Christmas rose. It comes in its original box. We're gonna run that one. Running now. Thank you for looking at that one. Okay. This one has a chain. I gotta just pull it out, not try and pull the chain. 16-inch chain. It's in there. Has that little, I forget what those are called. Are those lobster claw? Lobster claw. They have the circle. The clasp. But look at this is like a gold with like a pink stone in it. It is a cross necklace. 16-inch chain on it. It does say from Tilly, May 1982 on the back. I don't know if this is the original box, but I'm going to run this one. If anyone's interested in this, welcome in, Christmas tree lady. As always, if you have any requests from the store, please let me know. Thank you for looking at that one. Ooh. Okay. I do have this one. Now, let's see, the thing with this one is, I'm going to show you. It has these on the chain. There's like 3. They almost look like they're made to be that way. There's 3 knots on each side. And it comes with this little floral with the 2 pearls. I don't know. They're untested. So I don't know what the metal is. I don't know if it's real pearls. But this is just a gorgeous piece. If you don't like those knots or whatever they have in the chain, you could definitely change it out. But I'm going to run this one. This is so pretty though. Just a little flower with pearls. Thank you for looking at that. Let me just do this. What's next? This one. Now this one's bigger. This one has no markings, but it's 2-toned. It is silver and gold. We're going to run that one. It does come in a box. I don't think it's the original box, but I will send it in. Chicago boy. Boy. Sorry. I just see the extra E. I don't know if that's like a last name, because I think there's a last name like that. This one is a lucite. It does have, I don't know if you guys can see, there are bubbles. You can see them from the back. But this is like an orchid lucite. Brooch. And this is what the back looks like. No markings on it. It's hard to do the smallers from this side, but I'm going to run this one. Running now. Like I said, it's lucite. It does have that like little glow to it. Thank you for looking at that one. And then I think this is the last one out of jewelry. And then we can move on. If you guys want any of those reran, just let me know though. This one, look at this little thing. It is a bow with a Christmas tree. The Christmas tree does have a little bit of a design on it. Has the red and green rhinestone. And it does come in a box that says December. Hold on. Let me pull this out without flinging the brooch. From Tammy, December 24th, 1980. So this is from 1980. We're going to run this one. Welcome in. Christmas is coming up. I don't know if many people wear brooches anymore. But if you guys want to see any of that jewelry over again, just let me know. I'm going to grab the next thing. Let's put all this back. And as always, I have over 150 items right now. What happened? Yeah, I have over 150 items. If you see anything in the store, if you have a request, please let me know. Where's the other one? There it is. Because I know I'll lose it later. So this is a glass frog, hand-blown glass frog. It does have, I know it's kind of hard, 100D. I personally am not 100% sure if they are or aren't supposed to be there. That's how it came to me. They kind of almost look like they're supposed to be because they're like spaced out almost the same amount. It's easy. I can show that one again after I run this. It's easy to switch out the chain if you need to. But this is just that little blown glass frog. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay, I can show it again. Because that one is a really pretty piece. Thank you for looking at that. Let me just pull it back up. Because when I'm looking at it, it kind of looks like they might have purposely done it, but then I'm not 100% sure. Like, it looks like there might be, even now I'm looking at it, it might be a little, is that a kink? Nope, it came out. But they kind of almost look like they're spaced out the same amount, but not. I'm not seeing any stamps. I'm not seeing any marks on it. That's kind of like what the back looks like. I know it's hard to see because it's not going to focus very well, but because that's a small thing. But I don't see any marks. I'm not seeing any stamps or anything like that. There's such a big space there that it's easy to change out the chain. I'm not seeing anything on like the clasp or anything like that either. There's no markings on the box either to tell me what year it is. I'll run it again, but no pressure. Yeah. I can rerun that one. Running now, and thank you for your bid. That is a gorgeous piece. I don't really know much about this jewelry. I know some of them are from the 80s. They were kind of all just put together. And congratulations, that was your first purchase. And you can put whatever emoji you want in the thing. I don't have a set emoji. I'm just going to put that over there. If you want any of the other jewelry or anything reran, oh my gosh, those are cute. Just let me know. Yeah, I have 151 items in there. I actually, while you're looking really quick, I'm going to step out just for a second and take a break. I have to use the restroom, but I'm by myself. So look in the shop. If you have any requests, just start typing them. I will literally take maybe 2 minutes, not even. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I'm 31 weeks pregnant and I'm kind of at the mercy of my baby. If she kicks, I have to go take care of it. Okay, while you're looking, I'm just going to keep going down the list. If you have any other requests, just let me know. I'm just making sure. Okay. So this is the next one on the list. It's a little brass bowler girl. Thank you. It's kind of a surprise. It's, well, to us. I didn't expect to get pregnant again, and then kind of just happened. It says India on the back here. I know it's probably not going to show up very well. This is not made out of brass, and when they had it laying down, it kind of got a little rusty. I don't know if you can see that patina change right here, but it's just a little brass bowler girl on a bell, running now. Has that nice little ring to it. Thank you for looking at that. Where did I put you? Right here. This one is another glass owl, but it's on a bottle stopper, wine stopper. It has a little rubber here. It's about 15 years old. It was a gift to us. We never used it. So I figured I would just pass it on. It does glow a little bit with the yellow. But I'm going to run. Running now. And I love the little droopy nose it has. It's just this cute little bottle stopper. Thank you for looking at that one. I'm kind of getting into the smalls and minis. So if you guys are into smalls and minis. This girl is... So I'm not sure what this one was before. 3.5 inches tall. If you guys are looking for more jewelry too, I know I just went through all that jewelry. I do have a bunch of jewelry in my bin. Not up for auction, but it's in the bin. And I think those usually start around $1 to $3 and up from there, depending on what they are. So yeah, if you want to check that out. I'm thinking there's like brooches, necklaces, random things in there as well. I just used to do older jewelry shows, and what I had left over, I kind of just put in the bin. There is a chip on this girl. It's on the back, so I just think it's forgivable because it's on the back. Has this hole though that goes all the way through, so I don't know if she was like on a pole or something. She does have a little crazing here at the bottom. Just gonna run this one. Running now. I just think that blue and the white is so cute. Thank you for looking at her. I'm gonna grab a couple. Okay, this one is a horse carriage. It's toothpick holder. It is on the older side. Has some age to it. Let's bring it back. So it actually, welcome in James Stacy. There is, like I said, a toothpick holder. There is a small little tiny chip on the white here. And also during manufacturing, it looks like it got melted or something happened here and they painted right over it. It's a little rough right in that section. But it's a little mini horse carriage toothpick holder. Running now. And these would be super cute with like some air plant hanging out, I think. Thank you for looking at that one. This one is a little Homeco bear, made in Sri Lanka. It's a rocker. He rocks. Oop, not too far. But definitely reminds me of like a dad or a grandpa just chilling with his pipe. Running now. Oop, now. The button works. They are buy it now items, but could you show the pearl necklace and the cross earrings? Let me see. I have the bag here of jewelry. Let me just see if I can find it. By now, pearl. Are you talking about the Avon one? The Avon braided pearl one? I can definitely show that. Yes, okay. Yep. And let me just see if I can find the earrings really quick. Because some of it I have in a bag here, and some of it I have. That's not it. Let me get the one I know where it is. I don't think the cross ones are in here, but I'll double check. Ooh, that box too. Okay, so this is the Avon braided chain with pearls. I don't know if you can really see that. Let me take it out of the box. So it does have its marking. It says SP Avon. I doubt you're going to be able to see it because it's so small, but it's marked right here on this little thing. I don't know if I have the measurement. Let me just pin it really quick so everyone knows what I'm talking about. It's about 8.5 I would say it's closer to 8 with the actual braid. So that means it's about 16. Thank you for your purchase. Let me just put that over here. I love that piece. That's so pretty. And then the cross ones. Okay. I'm going to just pin them. But let me see if I can find them, because I have 2 spots where I have jewelry. All the crystals. Crystals. That's danglies. Okay, so it's not in this box. It's going to be in this bag. And I know I had them. Because I have them all individually bagged. I just got to find the bag. They're not in with brooches. No. Here's the beads. Oh, here they are. Okay. I have everything. I just want to see if they're big or dainty-ish. Okay. They fell off their backing. Give me a second. So they have these like hooks. And it's not going to focus because it's so small. The cross itself is about 1 inch long. Let me just get them back on their backing. And that inner stone is kind of like a yellowish orange. It's like an orange. A light orange, I would say. No markings on these ones, so. Kind of, yeah. But like I said, they're about 1 inch long, the cross itself. Thank you for your purchase. And I'll just put these over here. You're welcome, and they are super cute. I used to do jewelry shows, and I showed them about 5-6 times, and then I was like, I'm just going to throw them at $3 or whatever price into the store. I need to get back into my jewelry shows. I love those. But if you have any others that you want to see, I do have the bag here. Otherwise, and if you have any requests from the store as well. I was in the minis, was I? Yes. Okay, so I was going to show, I think, this guy. So these are Homeco made in Sri Lanka. I think the tallest one is 2.5 inches. Welcome in. So the tallest one is 2.5. You get all 3 of these. You get the little violinist, you get the drummer, And then you also get the tuba player. And it's kind of hard for me to hold all of these. But if you look at the picture, I'm going to just run this. Running now. Anyone want some bears? I definitely have enough bears. Thank you for looking at those. What's next? This guy. So this guy's kind of different. He is made out of 98. Yep, I can do that next. This guy is made out of clay. You blow in his tail here, and he has 2 holes back here, so you can change his tone when you blow into him. He's a whistle. But we're gonna run this guy. He is 3.25 inches tall, and he does kind of glow like a highlighter. But he's a whistle. You blow in his back there, and you have the 2 tones that you can change. Okay, 98. Yes, this girl is from 1950s. And I'm surprised there's no crazing on it. I do want to point out that there are like little markings. I don't know if that's like some of the paint that got loose or what. But there's a little thing there as well. She is, I think, 4.5 by 2.5. And she stands about 3.5. She does look like she's had something in there. I'm not sure. It's like orangish brown, so maybe some dirt or foam. I am not seeing any chips. And for being from the 1950s, there's a little sticker residue. I do want to point that out on the top here. And her nose looks like it might be a little worn, but I'm not seeing any chips. I'm not even seeing crazing. There's this line that's like from when they were making it, the pottery. There's a line that kind of comes through here, but it's not like a crack or anything. It's just the way it was molded. But I'm going to run. Running now. Thank you for your bid. I just think she's in such good condition from the 1950s. She's so cute. Congratulations, Carly. I'm going to put that in your little pile. She is cute. I love her. She almost kind of reminds me of like a flapper with that little hat thing on her. I don't know why, but she's adorable. Okay. Okay. Thank you. I really appreciate it. The more I can clear my shelves, the better. But I'm glad that people love the things I love too. Look at this little one. So this is some type of cast metal. I don't think it's cast iron because it's not magnetic. But she's like got this gold tone to her with the pink. She has rhinestones down her back. The only call out is she does not have her stand anymore. So I don't know if somebody could use this in like a vignette or if you know how to make a stand, like maybe out of clay or like metal. But look, she is a little trinket dish. She has green rhinestone eyes. I don't know if that's popping out much. But we're going to run. Running now. Thank you for looking at that. I'm going to share this to my mod really quick. Okay. Where do you go? Here we go. If anyone likes cats, I got a little kitty cat here. Last one out of the litter. I sold the black one, I sold the orange one, and now I have the calico, or not calico. Wow, the tuxedo. Has green eyes. This is what it looks like on the back. Has the thing to hang it up in the window. We're gonna run. Running now. Thank you. Okay, then we have this little thing. This is a little basket. Definitely good for crafting. It's in the heart shape. This wire is thicker. It's not bendable. About 4 inches tall. I'm pretty sure if you put enough into it, it would bend, but it's like, it's not flimsy is what I'm trying to point out. Thank you for looking at that one. We're gonna hop onto this bear. He looks like he's ready for a picnic once I find him. He's just relaxing on my shelf. Might as well grab that one as well because she's next. But look, just chilling out for a picnic. He is a Homeco made in Sri Lanka, just like the other bears. Running now. He's got his little overalls. There's even like a texture to his shirt. Thank you for looking at that one. This one has 3 bells on it. My little bunny with, she has a little floral hat. Made in Taiwan. We're gonna run. Running now. She's maybe 2.5. Yeah, 2.5. Thank you for looking at that one. Little quirky duck. He is a Russ. It says Kathleen Kelly Critter Factory made in China. It does have the signature 90 Kelly on the side here. Welcome in, Sherry. We're gonna run this. Little quirky duck. It's a Russ from 1990. Thank you for looking at that one. And then I do have this one. This one has a little bit of marking, like dirt or something on it right here and on her chin. So I do want to point that out. But she is a toothpick holder. I almost wonder if she would hold like hat pins or something. But it's Lefton Exclusives Taiwan. She's a little cutie. Bright orange. About 2.5. Running now. Here we go. And welcome in, David. If anyone has any requests from the store, please let me know. I'm kind of just going down my list. We're kind of going through like the mini and small section at the moment. I found another mouse. Just gonna grab a couple other things so I don't have to keep turning around. We can just run right through these. Found another mouse. I don't know though because this one is a nurse. It says bottoms up. The only thing is that it has some paint loss. It has crazing on the back. The paint is starting to come off a little bit on the back here especially. And it looks like maybe a little line right here by his cheek. But it's bottoms up. It's made in Sri Lanka. No other, I don't know what company made this, but we're gonna run. She is About 2.5, almost. Yeah. I know, it's kind of one of those ones where it's like, if you're a nurse, maybe. I figured you saw those ones, but I was just letting you know. These ones are little, I don't know what these are, what kind of dog this is, but he has such a sad little face on him. It is Japan. They're porcelain, I believe. Does have some crazing on it in the back here. A little older piece, 2x2. Running now. And I do have 2 of these. I'm just running them separate in case somebody wants one and somebody wants the other. Because they're literally the same thing. Thank you for looking at that one. And then I have this setter dog. It also is a Japan dog. It's a little porcelain Japan dog. It's a setter, a hunting dog of some sort. He's 3x2. Should point it. Let's pin him. There we go. Now he's pinned. We're going to run that one. Just a little doggy. Let me just double check here. I don't have any. Nope. Okay. You're clear and you blend in, of course. Did I put you back up here? Yes, I did. Okay, so this one, I gotta pin it, but it's a clear glass. It has the controlled bubbles. There is one little line of a black that comes up from the base. I don't know if it's gonna show up on screen. It's right here in the back. If I get it at the right angle, it will show up. You can kind of see it there. There's like that little bit of black down here. It's whenever they were manufacturing it. But there's no cracks or chips or anything on this guy. I just got to pin it. My list glitched, so I have to go all the way down. Oh, I went way too far. Too fast for my fingers. There we go. Kind of reminds me of a bird of happiness, the way the face is, but it does not have any markings on it. I don't know who makes this. I'm going to run it. Running now. Has those controlled bubbles. Has that tail back here. No chips or anything. Thank you for looking at that one. Look at this. Little Chinese basket of kittens. It does say made in China. There is a little scratch here. I just want to point that out. But this is such a cute little tin. Opens up like a treasure chest. Pretty clean. We're going to run. Yeah, there it goes. It's just a little tin made in China. Thank you for looking at those. These ones are small. I had these in my smalls the other day. These are wooden salt and pepper shakers that are only about 2 inches tall. They're small. They're a chef, salt and peppers, man and a woman. She almost looks like she's kissing. Salt and pepper. They have 5 holes on the top. They do have their stoppers. They're marked Japan. But I'm going to run. Running now. These would be cute just to throw in your purse or bag. Like if you're going to a picnic or something. Put your own spices on stuff. Thank you and welcome in. If you guys have any requests from the store, I have 149 items in there at the moment. And also, there's a bunch in the bin if you want to look in there as well. What did I do with that? I don't know. If anyone collects chickens, it does have some sticker residue, and it looks like some of the sticker took off some of the black back here. But this is decorative. This would go on your wall, or you can get like a little easel or something to put it on. It's a little rooster. It's 4.75 inches across, running now. I try to keep my eyes out for chickens and roosters because I had all those hens on nests that sold, and I ran out now. But I try to keep my eyes out for anything like that. Okay, I'm going to show the Florida Panther again because it is on the list. I know we have some new people in the room. Where did the other one go? There it is. This is a Florida Panther. The only call out is that it has that crumbled face before they glazed it. It is Wade England in the back. I do only have this at 2 because of that. We're going to starting now. Thank you for looking at that one. Next is this. I say it's wood, but I think it's paper mache over top. I'm not 100% sure. It's just different. There is a scratch on its nose. That's the only call out, is there's that scratch on its nose, but that can be easily painted over. But look at this design on it. It has like pansies and different purple flowers with the gold around it. And then it has the gold flecks on the face. It is a little trinket dish. Has a little bit of tape on the bottom. But this thing is super cute. I'm going to run it. And it's small too. It's about 2.5 maybe long. I just thought the little gold and purple was so pretty. Okay. I just had these. They're right here. And I just saw that. Look at these things. I love these things. They're little wired and beaded vases. They do have some texture on the pearls. I don't know if it's like salt or what. And then you get the little vase. And like I said, these are wired. So if like during shipping somehow this gets like a little bent or something, I'm going to try my best. But they can be bent right back into place. These are so cool. I had a whole tea set at one point. But we're going to run both. The smaller one is 2 inches. The taller one is 3 inches tall. These are just really cute. And then we have this one. Look at this little bunny. You can put her ears like this. But I think she's cute no matter how they flop around. She's just cute. With that blue on her. And then she has a matching heart on her. She is about 3.75 inches. No markings on her. She's just adorable. We're going to run that one. Anyone's interested? Thank you for looking at that one. That kind of reminds me of like the Amish art stuff that I had. I'm really gonna have to rearrange these. I've just been putting things randomly. Okay, so this I have to look for. I personally love this little guy. This guy, if you know raccoons, they have like brownish eyes. He has bright blue. He has blue eyes. And he has that little squirrel with the acorn. He is in Homeco, made in Taiwan. That's what he looks like on the back. But look at him. He is just adorable with those blue eyes. I'm glad that they went with that instead of the brown because it makes him pop. But it's running right now. It's about 2.5 inches tall. Just a little raccoon. Thank you for looking at that. I do have some doll furniture. These are handmade. This one would be a bigger dollhouse. This is 5.5 inches tall. Solid wood. The drawers do not work, but can you imagine like painting this or staining this a different color and then like having a mirror here? And then I'm also putting in the chair with it that kind of goes with it. The chair is 3.5 inches. There are some nicks and stuff on it. It's been played, but sand it down, paint it how you want it to. These have so much potential. I'm going to running now. Only $3 for these two. Thank you for looking at those. And then this one is also another piece from a dollhouse, but I would say this is a different dollhouse. This one is 5.5 inches tall, but it's a grandfather clock. It does have some sanding on the one side here. Also, this gold thing is supposed to be down here. This is loose, so if you want to move it, it probably would be easy if you know how to work with doll furniture. But I have this one lowered to $2. Running now. Thank you for looking at those. Back to minis. Okay. Super small, only 2 inches. I don't think there's any chips or cracks around the edge here. There is some crazing. There's a line from like crazing coming across here. I don't know if I'll even get it to pick up on. Kind of picks up there. You can see that line. But the flowers are in good condition. It is made in occupied Japan. But it's a little blue and white. Running now. Only $5. This would be cute with like a little flower in it or something. Thank you for looking at that one. And then we have this. This, I don't know how old this is, what it used to be. It has like a star design on the top here, but has like a price tag sticker residue over top. Definitely needs a little cleaning. Has some tacks, it looks like, some springs, random things in there. But if you like old small jars, we're going to run this one. Let me just pin it first. There we go. Running now. And welcome in. If you see anything in the store, please let me know. I can take requests, questions, anything like that. Thank you for looking at those. Welcome in. Which one's first? This guy. Lashes for days. Look at that. This thing is just so cute. Almost makes me want to collect bunnies as well. But he is 3.5 inches tall. Does have some sticker residue. It's a little, probably could use a good wipe down. Has that little bow in there. I love the little blue on it. We're just gonna run. Super cute little bunny. Doesn't even have to be just for Easter either. Thank you for looking at that one. And then this one has lashes for days too. And then look. The little, I don't know if it even picks up, but the bear has lashes. I just think that is adorable. There is a little bit of paint wear right here. I wouldn't say it's like it's not a chip. It's just like the paint is worn in some spots. But they're like super small. We're going to run this one. No markings on this. I think this is a hobbyist piece, but with all that detail they put into it, this is so good. Yeah, there's a little paint loss there too. Didn't see that at first. Thank you. Ooh. Okay. We have some bells on these guys. Let me just grab them all. Now, I know these can go for more, but I just figured starting them at $4 was good. Look at how cute these are. They're little pixies. They all have their sticker, Homco made in Taiwan. About 4 inches across. We're going to run this one. I call this one the peach one. Has like a peachy kind of color here with orange here, running now. And then I have the green one. Has like a chartreuse, like a yellowish green here, dark green here. Homco, running now. And I think this one is 4 inches tall, but it's like 3.5 across here. Just super cute. Thank you for looking at that one. And then we have the purple one. Has like a light purple on top, dark purple shirt. I think it's about maybe 4 inches across. I'm gonna run that one as well. Thank you for looking at that. Let me just put all 3 of these back and I'll grab Groot. Now, I know Groot's not vintage, and I try to stay vintage, but I had a bunch of him before, and they all sold out, and I saw him again, and I was like, people like him. He's adorable. He's just hangs out. He does have a hole that goes all the way down through the bottom. So I would put him on something to collect the water from your dirt. But he is a planter. Or you could use him for other things like pencils and stuff like that. Let's run him. Running now. Little Groot. And this is like, I want to say teenager Groot. This isn't, because the ones I had before were baby Groot. This is more like teenager Groot. He's not like the adult one. Okay, so nope. I'm gonna do this. Why aren't you showing me my whole list? Auction. Sorry guys, it's just being weird. If you guys are just joining, if you want to check out the store, everything is preloaded. I have around 149 items at the moment. If you have any requests, just let me know. I also have over, I think, 100 and around 130, 100, probably more than that now, items in my store, or in my bin, in the bin. There's 149 in the auction, 100 and something in the bin. If you want to check out either of those, if you have requests, just let me know. I'm just trying to get back on. There we go. I was trying to find where I was, and the list kept glitching out on me. It was telling me I had like 5 items. I'm gonna grab these. So these would be good for somebody who collects these and uses them as like decor. Maybe not so much as use. I have not really fully tested them. I know they tick. I know the alarms work, but I haven't seen like the hands move or anything like that. I don't know how these work. I'm just putting this out here. Please read the descriptions when pulling these up. So this one is a West Clocks. These are those travel clocks that we're supposed to have alarms. They are made out of plastic. They do shut. I'm not going to shut this one because I don't want to take too much time trying to open it up again. They glow. They glow in the dark. But please read the description. Like I said, I haven't really tested them. I know they tick. I know some of the alarms go off. I haven't really seen hands move. I haven't really tested them fully to see if they work. But this one is a West Clocks. It does not have the gold on it like the other one does. This one is from China. But if you collect, if you want them for decoration, running now. And like I said, they glow. They glow in the dark. Thank you for looking at that one. This one is slightly different. This one has the gold rim around the edge here. This one does glow as well. The text is just slightly different. Yeah. This one also closes, but we're going to run this one. Running now. I don't know if anyone uses these for, this one's also from China. Decoration, just a collection. This came from some guy's collection. This one, I'm going to point out, this one is a different brand. This one's Linden. It does have some glue or something on it. Maybe some Goo Gone would help with that. I don't really want to mess with it. This one has all gold. This one is from Japan. The inside looks like I said, this one does not close. I think this little metal, this one has a metal clasp. I think it's just bent out of shape. But I don't want to mess with it. I don't want to break it. So if you want to try, this one also glows. And like I said, they're not really fully tested. They may or may not work. But I'm running it. If you want it just for decoration, for a collection, welcome in. Thank you for looking at those. Let me just grab, I'm going to leave these here because I got to reorganize anyways. Okay. I know some people collect celluloid, not cellulite. We don't want to collect cellulite, I don't think. Celluloid. It helped if I actually used the right word. Okay, so these are a celluloid figurine. They were sent out by this school for fundraising. All the paperwork's still in here. But it's a little celluloid figurine. What is that? There's a little something going on with her plastic and the face, and it even glows. So I don't know if they accidentally got some of the white on there and then they wiped it off. I just noticed that with the light. You wouldn't even notice. It looks like maybe some of the other paint got on there and then they just wiped it off. But like I said, she comes with her box. It's running now. I don't know why I thought to try to glow. Thank you for looking at that one. This one is just the box. I know people collect. This is old. This came out of someone's collection as well that I was able to get a hold of. Kind of the same guy that did like the clocks and stuff. He had so much advertisement and stuff like that. But look at this. Look at these colors. Wafer fish food. And I know it kind of seems silly. It's just the box. But people collect these things. And I'm running it. It says tapioca flour and pure cornstarch is what you'd feed your goldfish. And I don't know if that's healthy, but I just love that bright orange on that for that advertising. Okay. So this is a choice. I have two of these. There's this lady here. She does have some aging. You can see there's like discoloration right here. But she's in pretty good shape. They both say made in USA. And then there's this one here. And I know she's famous. I forget her name. I think it's like Ella or something like that. But you get a choice. We're going to run. Running now. If you want either of these. Thank you for looking at those. Now this one was used for fake flowers. It had the foam in there. I think it's because there are a couple chips and stuff around the edge or like paint missing. There's just a couple on both sides. But look at this beautiful painting. It does say hand painted in Italy for FTD. I don't know what FTD is. If somebody knows, you can educate me because I have no idea. But it has a handle. And, oh, there's a little bit of chippies here too. But like I said, somebody used this for their fake flowers. It's gorgeous. It still has the foam in it. We're going to run it. This is a pretty big thing too. This is about 6.5, almost 7 inches across. Thank you for looking at that one. Loose hair. Okay. So this one does not have any marks on it. When I looked it up, it said that it is a Mark's Litho metal wagon from the 1950s. It is a little wonky. But I think this would be so cute with like some type of vignette or like greenery in the back. There is dust that just comes with it. I forget, somebody said that's antique glitter or something like that. I had to laugh, but from the 1950s, it is a little wonky. I'm going to run it. Running now. Has those little wheels. And I guess these can go for a lot, so that's why I put it at that price. I tried putting it at something reasonable. just gonna grab all these because at one point I'm gonna have to go through all of them. And then this is next after that. Okay. Look at this thing. It says mother, and it might be backwards on your screen, but it says nylon down there. Wash and shake dry in seconds. No need to iron. It does fold out. It's like that beautiful see-through with the purple and the white design on it. Might need a little cleaning, steaming, because it's a little folded. But it says mother on it. We're going to run this one. $3. Running now. Welcome in, DeVille. Thank you for looking at that. Pin. The tablet does not like my fingers today. Okay, so these are metal tin coasters. They're Willits Designs. Says made in Hong Kong, 1986. And I don't know how many originally were in this, but there are still 6 left, and they're all in pretty good shape. There might be like a little tiny like mark or something on them, but the artwork itself is in like such good shape. And they're all the same. I'm just showing you. These actually are a little bit brighter than the outside tin. The tin looks like it's a little faded, but these are all in really good shape. That one had a fuzzy on it. I got it. That one had a fuzzy too. But there's 6 of these in here. And you get the tin. It's from the 1986. It's like a little diner. It has fries all over the side. I just think this is so cute. Running now. I kind of miss this vibe. There is a drive-in here that is only seasonal. And we tried it and I loved it. Like they have little things that hook up onto your windows. So you have the tray like hooked up. I've never done those before until just this summer. And I loved it. And they had the best ice cream. And they need to bring back more of those little things. Like the drive-ins and the diners. Are you loose? Did I not put you in? I didn't put you back in. Okay. Okay, so we have these. They're little eggplant jar. This one says made in Taiwan GT inside of the earth, whatever. Gonna run this one. I don't know what age these are. They could be newer, but I just thought they were adorable. They're about 4.5 with that eggplant. Thank you for looking at that one. And then this one has the green peppers on it. So if you don't like eggplant and you like green peppers, same thing, made in Taiwan, GT. The corks do work. We're going to run. Running now. Thank you for looking at that one. Just going to leave these here. Okay, I'm going to skip ahead just a little bit because I want to kind of run the linens all together, but there's this little thing that's in between. If anyone knows somebody into fishing, it has a magnet on the back. I don't know how well the magnet works, but look at this thing. This thing is new old stock. It doesn't have a year on this. It was made in the USA. But it has that scene of the fisherman. Has this little pen here that's in like the shape of a lure. And it's just a little pad of paper. This would be such a cute little gift. Running now. If you know anyone that likes to fish. Thank you for looking at that one. And now we can get into I'm just going to put that there. There we go. Now I can get into these linens, more of them. Okay. So the first one is this rose. I have 4 more items. I swear I'm going to get off unless people request things. But I am doing today's good show. Did you see? Today was a good show. We're going to go sourcing this weekend. I'm going to make you. But look at this thing. I love this thing. This is so pretty. And yes, it's folded up a little bit. You might need to steam it to get it back into shape. But it's that rose design with, I'm not sure what the purple florals are. People love what I have, so I have to show them. I'm going to run this. It's kind of like a big show and tell. I love doing this. Running this rose right now. Anyone wants the linen? I don't know if I should be calling these linens because I think linen's like an actual fabric, but these aren't. I don't know what these are. This one. Yeah, don't do it again. Don't glitch. Thank you. This one has the blue and pink. And then it has, I love these little flowers even around the edge. Like, look at that rippled shape. This one is a big one. And these are so dainty. I love them. But I'm going to run this one. And then we have this. This one. This one has the purple with the yellow. This one doesn't have a rippled edge. It's more of like just square. But that is so pretty. I love these colorations on these. And like I said, they've been folded for a long time. They've been kind of in their folded state, so they probably need a steaming just to get them back into whatever shape you want them. Welcome in, Laura. Lauren April. Running this one. I kind of only have a couple more items on the list, but if you want to check the whole store, I have 149 items. So if you have any last requests, any last things that you want to see, please let me know. And then after this, I'm just going to raid into somebody who does vintage as well. So hang out so we can all go together. This is a doily. I don't know if you can really tell. This one I would say is not the, I don't know what this thread is that they use with this. This is like a rougher thread. It almost feels like a scrubby thread, but oh, gotta pin it, make sure it actually pins. Pin it. There we go. We're gonna run this one. And this one's a little bit smaller, maybe only like 6 inches, 6.5 across. Okay, thank you for looking at those. Just letting you know, I do try to do shows every Wednesday and Friday. I know I only have a couple more pinned in, but I will be putting more. I have till the end of November, basically. December I'm taking off, and then I'll try to start new in the new year because I'm having a baby in December. But make sure you bookmark those. Make sure you follow if you want to see more. If you, like I said, I'm taking last requests if anyone has any last things. And then we can just raid into somebody here in a second. I have to go eat lunch. Let's put that there. And let's see who's on. Let me just double check that there's no pre-bids. And I really do appreciate all of you for hanging out with me and stopping in. Today was a really good show. Let's go here and raid. And who do we want to go? This says new seller. Pro stars versus raiding star. That's a train. Do we want to go into a train? I don't think we want to go into a train. Raid. The Dust Bunny. Are you in a train? No. But they're in a barn, it looks like. So we're going to go check out this barn and see what they have. Thank you guys, and see you next time.